Hey there, I wanted to show off this video about the screensaver since it got brought back to my attention. I'm currently running macOS 9.2.2 on my PowerBook G4 Titanium. Normally it's in a widescreen, but I've got it down to 640 by 480 because that was a more common resolution for 1996, 1997 Macs whenever this would come out. And also because I'm running it over S-video output, it's the only way I got to capture it directly. I figure holding a cell phone up to the screen was a little bit too old school, so we're going to do it this way. So all versions of Mac OS from about 7.01 or something like that all the way up had a copy of Stuffit Expander on it. And I don't know why they called this .dat. Because .sit was the more common way to store compressed files for moving things that needed to be in the Mac file system on other file systems. Trying to move old school Mac stuff around on modern or even Windows PCs and of any vintage really caused some problems, but when I extracted it, it turned into a normal Vise installer, which is pretty common for Macs at the time, and it just drops this little Chex Quest Screensaver folder on your hard disk, just in the root of the disk. What's in it is an After Dark format screensaver file, a README, just generally telling you the requirements and things like that, and generally how to set it up. But it mentions that if you don't have the actual After Dark, it comes with something called DarkSide. When you first run it, it adds itself as a startup item, as you can see up here. Startup item is pretty much it's just a memory resident program. You can see that it's running here alongside Finder, just in the background. And I guess DarkSide is like a free, or at least easily distributable, After Dark compatible, screensaver thing, since After Dark was huge on the Mac and even on the PC at the time. But all you have to do is open DarkSide and tell it that you want to, use the Chex Quest Screensaver. It does have sound. You can see it was developed by Digital Cafe. I wonder if there's anything else here. Yeah, Screensaver development by Digital Cafe when they were in Minnesota. Not much more to it. So what I'm going to do is close this out. Now that DarkSide is the primary application, like the application in focus, I don't know if you noticed that it called it a fader instead of a screensaver. But either way, I'm going to hit Command F, and we'll take a look at the screensaver. Actually, how about I close the control strip, and we try that again. and from here the screensaver just repeats. So I thought that was pretty interesting, especially the little chase sequence and the fact that it only really shows off the three. Um, and I guess the more you think about it, that's the only three enemies that were in the game for the most part, um, other than the big boss at the end. So, and it generally shows off everything about Chex Quest mechanics. Don't get slimed and don't get chased, and all this sort of stuff like that. So it's interesting. I did want to upgrade it or upload it just in case anyone wasn't able to check it out, because it's, I mean, hard to find a 16-bit compatible version of an operating system nowadays. So I'll upload this to YouTube, and hope you enjoyed that.